Welcome to Sister Talk. I'm Karina.
I'm Talia.
Cheers. Welcome to episode 5. If you're just listening, that was us taking a sip of the wine. Okay, how's everyone doing?
Yes, how's everyone's year going so far?
New year, new nothing.
Have you done any of your resolutions yet?
Oh my gosh, it's only been a week.
No, like stuck to them.
Yeah, I've taken my supplements and everything every day.
Good job.
And what else?
Like be off your phone and stuff?
Oh,
I haven't done that at all.
well, I went back to work, so yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not on my phone as much. But
I do still like wake up and check my phone right away.
Dang. Okay, we'll start tomorrow.
It's only been a week, but I truly haven't done it at all.
We'll start next week.
Okay.
This is episode 5. Thank you guys for following along so far. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple, and then follow us on TikTok where we post clips from our episodes, since I can't post it on my TikTok because I keep getting copyright, and they said if I do it one more time I will be in trouble.
Oh my gosh. No, you cannot get your real TikTok in trouble.
I know.
That'd be bad.
I'm just like, I wrote back and I was like, this is me. Like, this is my face. I edited this.
It's literally you.
I don't know.
Like, what do they not like about it?
It said it's like copy. It's probably because I posted it on YouTube. And then.
What if you post a clip that is not on YouTube?
Maybe.
Like just something else that we said.
Maybe.
To be like, watch this.
Or if we film, I bet you if we like film it on my phone, I don't know.
Oh, like maybe a behind the scenes or something?
Oh, that'd be cute. I don't know. Maybe just follow us on Sister Talk TikTok and then Sister Talk TikTok. And then you can watch our clips on there.
We should have called our Sister Talk like Sister TOK, like TikTok, but like Sister Talk.
Sister Talk Talk.
Sister Talk TikTok. Wow.
That's stupid.
It really is.
Well, our husbands, I'm just going to call Drake your husband now.
Okay.
Our husbands are out in the living room.
Yes.
I'm still trying to convince Mac to get on the podcast. Drake is down.
Drake like wanted to be on today.
Yeah, he was ready.
Like, I'm a guest. I'll be your guest today.
So we're still trying to convince Mac. I think maybe by our Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah.
It will happen.
I think he'll be on it. But if you hear any like background noise, it's them.
It's them in the living room. We told them be quiet. We are recording.
But they're not very quiet people.
Today's episode is brought to you by Hydro Jug. Use my code MissKarinaB10 for the travelers. They're great. They're good. It's not really brought to you by that, but
use my code.
We're trying to get some sponsors. We have one lined up, so
yes, stay tuned next week.
Who's barking?
Oh
my gosh, sorry for the barking. That was for sure Solo.
That sounded like Charlie to me.
Really?
Maybe we'll have the dogs on one day.
A dog pod.
They can sit with us right here.
Okay, so today I posted on TikTok and Instagram, like, what do you want us to talk about? A lot of people asked, not a lot, but like 2 or 3 people asked for like dating or relationship advice.
Oh.
I have never dated. I met Mac.
Been in a relationship.
I know, but people were like asking for dating advice. I met Mac when I was 16, and so I've never dated. Like, I have friends that are on dating apps and stuff, and I'm just like, I can't imagine.
I don't know how they do it. That's, oh my goodness. We were just like, okay, shout out Christine. We were just scrolling on Christine's yesterday, me and Brittany, and we were like literally throwing up at the people that were on there. I've never seen anything like it. Every person we scrolled past were like, murder.
No,
like,
Megan,
the people were horrible.
Megan sends us like, all of my teacher friends, like my friend group, we're all married except our friend Megan, and she's on some of that. She like sometimes goes on there and we like try to help her and we think it's so funny.
Yes.
But she sends us things, and she sent us this screen recording. This little guy, this guy, it was like, if he sees, he would never see this.
Okay, he's not watching Sister Talk. Subscribe.
Okay. It was like, what would your therapist say about you? And he said something like, I'm my own therapist. Like,
wait, Karina,
what?
I need to have Brittany send me the recording. We just came across one yesterday that said, "What would your therapist say about you?" And he was like, he had an accent, and he was like, "I do not have a therapist. I'm on here for a girlfriend, not a therapist. Maybe I need a therapist." It was like this whole thing.
Why does Brittany have it?
No, me and Brittany were on Christine's yesterday.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, so Megan sent us that, and we were all like, no.
People are crazy.
Okay, so people asked, how did you guys find your significant others and what keeps a relationship going? So Mac and I met junior year of high school. We went to different high schools, but in the same town. And we had like mutual friends, but Mac lived like kind of far from town. So like in the country, not the country, but kind of far from town. So he never did anything, and he was super, super shy. And then my friends and I signed up for a gym membership, and we would go to the gym after school and like walk on the treadmill.
We called it like gym tan laundry.
Yeah,
of Jersey Shore.
It was gym tan laundry times. And my friend Dylan was like, "Oh, this is my friend Mac," and we were like, "What the heck?" We hung out with Dylan for a long time, and we never knew he had a friend Mac. And he was like, "Yeah, he has a 6-pack," and I was like, "Let me see." And Mac was like, "You're weird." He was like, "You're super weird."
Yeah, and then, he was so quiet.
And then we all just started hanging out, and he was so shy, and we were all like crazy. And I kind of broke him. I don't know. He's not shy anymore.
He's crazier than her now.
Yeah. And so we've been dating since we went to prom together, homecoming. We were there for each other's high school graduations. And then we moved out and got our first apartment when we were like 19, 20. And then we broke up for a little bit when we were 21 for like 6 months or 9 months. And then kind of grew as individuals. And I lived on my own for the first time. That was super scary. And then we got back together, and now we're married. What about you and Drake?
Drake and I have known each other since we were young, like 9 years old. Like when we moved to like where we all live, we all grew up in the same area, and we've known each other forever. Our parents were friends, and like we all were in the same like groups growing up, and we would go like camping together and go to Big Bear together, and my mom worked for his dad and all that stuff.
Me too.
Yes, and so did Karina. And then we actually dated in middle school. Like we were literally like 12 and 13. We have like pictures of us cuddling and kissing in the garage. So gross. We were literally 12 years old. And so we just like, I think we dated for quite a while for like younger kids. And then we just broke up. Like it was no big deal. We just, we don't even remember what happened. But we stayed friends, and we always like stayed in contact, and we still like went on the family vacations and stuff like that. And then we like kind of talked again in high school, but nothing ever came of that. And then after I had like a longer relationship, and then after that we kind of started talking again, and then we just never stopped. We just like, I think it's been 4 years now almost. We're going on like 4 years. And literally the first day we hung out again, like this time, we're like, that's our anniversary, because we literally never stopped hanging out ever since that day.
And now they're getting married.
And we're getting married on 4/4/24 at 4 o'clock. And it'll be like almost our 4-year anniversary.
Everything's 4s. And then there's like so many 4s coming up, and we keep like freaking out about it. But
and the day before we were getting engaged, I didn't know that was going to be the day we got engaged, or like that 4 would mean anything. But me and Karina were going through Old Town. I think we were like going to go to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
And I was like going 44 miles an hour. My car had like 44 miles left. There was like, everything was 4. And I was like, whoa.
We were freaking out.
I was like, look at all these 4s. It was like everywhere. And then like now we're getting married on 4/4, but we like now I literally see 4/4/4 everywhere.
I was making a sign for her bridal shower, like a welcome sign, and I want to say like blank days until I do.
Yeah.
And I looked up how many days in between those dates, and it was 40.
Yeah.
Everything. Just so many things.
Crazy.
We have to. Did you look up what 4 means?
There's like a 444 like angel number, but I don't know exactly what it means. But the person wanted relationship advice, didn't they?
Some people ask how we, or dating advice, relationship advice.
I think like just knowing that relationships are going to be like work. It shouldn't be hard work, but like you shouldn't feel like you're like drained from it or anything, but you do have to put work into it. It's not just going to be like, like you can't just quit immediately. Like if they had broken up at 21 and then never got back together, it'd be like what? Now they have this whole life together, and you have to put work into it if it's worth it.
And support each other. If someone's not supporting you or not, you guys have so many differences that you can't get past, it'll probably never work.
Yeah.
But if you both want to support each other and put the effort into it, then it'll work.
I also like that, I don't remember who said it, so if you guys know who said it, but it's like relationship is never going to be like 50-50 because not everyone can give like 100% all the time of themselves.
To, like, support each
so like
other.
Sometimes it's going to be like 60-40, sometimes it's going to be 70-30, sometimes it will be 50-50. Like you just have to be willing to like fluctuate with that person and know like if they're down, you need to give more and vice versa.
So. Yeah, there's different times in life when you could be like excelling in your career, excelling in your social life or whatever, and your partner doesn't feel the same, and you have to just like support each other through that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, this isn't really like advice, but how do you feel about like when couples like Venmo each other for
Please.
coffee?
It makes me so embarrassed. Like we'll Venmo each other if he wants to like me to get my nails done or something. He'll be like, here's $100 to get your nails done. But it's like,
pay me back for your
if it says like grocery, I'm like, do you live together?
Yeah.
Okay, then why are you paying each other for groceries?
I always see the Venmo things on there of couples, and I'm like, what? And also make it private. That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. And I mean, I get like if one person has like a better job than the other or something like that. But if it's something,
or if it's like a bill, like, oh yeah, maybe you split bill. That's like a whatever,
like water bill or whatever.
Yeah.
But for it
little
to be like
things,
coffee or like lunch or I don't know, it's embarrassing.
Okay. What?
I'm sorry. Brittany sent me the video.
Okay.
You have to hear it.
I want to show you the other one too.
Okay, the prompt is my therapist would say
Nothing. I don't have a therapist, so nothing. Maybe I need a therapist. I don't know. But I'm here to look for a girlfriend, not a therapist. So, yeah.
Did she match with them?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm not going to play you the other one because I don't know.
Because I don't know.
I don't know them. Oh my God, that's so funny.
We were literally crying last night looking at these people.
Is it someone that liked her, or how did
No, we were just going through.
Oh, I thought you have to like match with each other to.
No, we were just looking at people's profiles, and then they have like everyone that had I don't know what you call that, voice memo response. We were like, play it now. There was the funniest ones ever.
That's so fun. We should make an account.
I know.
For fun.
Oh, an account? I thought you were going to say like we should do it with Christine. I'm like, I know.
Oh, yeah, we should have Christine on here and talk to her about dating. And, like,
oh my gosh, we should.
That'd be so funny. Okay, so do you have a rare and shocking today?
Okay, I was going to do a little different today where I didn't find like a news thing, but I was going to tell you something rare and shocking that happened to me.
Ooh, okay. Mine is like a little different too, so you tell me yours first and then.
Okay, my rare and shocking this week is something that literally happened to me, and I'm having PTSD from it. And sorry. And I cannot stop thinking about it every single day, every time I shower now. Okay, my rare and shocking. Literally, we got back from the gym on Saturday last week, and I was showering. I did like a whole shower because I just got back from the gym.
In everything shower.
The girls know. And I was like so fresh, so clean. I was listening to music and I had my towel. I was like scrubbing my face with my towel after the shower, everything. And I wrapped myself in my towel and then I like wiped my hand like this. And I was like, ow! From my towel, I got a piece of glass in my finger.
How?
I have no idea. I pulled it out with tweezers. It was a little shard of glass. A little shard.
Wait, where did it come from? Where'd that shard of glass come
I have no idea. I literally went like this.
Where was your towel?
On my shower. And I was like, what if I was wiping my face, my eye, something, and I got glass?
You have to shake your towel every time.
So now, literally every time this whole week, every day, I have been like checking my towel.
Where the heck could it have been from?
When I'm washing my face, I like scrub my towel first, just in case. I'm like literally scarred from this.
Did you ask Drake if he accidentally broke something in the bathroom?
No, we've never broken any glass here, ever. Like literally.
Did you check the dryer?
I checked everything. I checked the whole floor. I checked the shower. I was literally freaking out.
It was in your arm?
I got a piece of glass in my finger.
In your finger.
It was just in my arm. And I like pulled it out with tweezers and I was like,
oh my God.
No, this can't be. Because we both got cut. Yeah, Karina got a little cut.
It's not little. A whole chunk of my finger is actually gone.
I just shaved her finger off. So, like a hair splinter or something?
Yeah.
I thought, maybe it was a hair.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out, glass. So now every single day I'm literally scared.
I have a towel story.
Okay.
So, so we rent our house right now when we're building our house, and we use like the guest room. So our room is the guest room, and it has like just a little sink and the shower. And I use a different bathroom to get ready, but I use that shower. Anyway, I left my towel like in the other part of the house. And so when I was done with my shower, I was like, oh shoot, I don't have a towel, but there was one on the floor of the bathroom. It was like a pool towel. It was a pool towel. Mac uses pool towels to shower, you guys.
So he's using one right now.
Well, he's not showering right now. No, he uses. You didn't know that. Mac uses them like every single time, like the Costco pool towels.
It really grosses me out.
It's an ick. It's like has palm trees on it. I'm like, that's not cute.
No, Drake has like a green and white stripe one right now. I'm like, can we
throw
this away?
It was on the floor, and I was like, oh, maybe it just like fell from the thing. Like, I'll just use Mac's towel, whatever. And I like in the shower, I like brought it in the shower so I wasn't cold, and I wrapped myself.
Karina, I'm
and then I was like, I looked at the floor, and I was like, what the F? And then I looked at myself.
Stop. Was it hair?
Yeah, there was Thor hair.
Stop.
All over me.
Are you sure it was Thor hair?
Yes.
It wasn't.
No, it was Thor hair. It was Thor hair. Like, I think maybe like, but my dog sheds a lot, so there was like Thor hair on the floor, and the towel like landed in his hair, and the shower had like dog hair in it, and then I had dog hair myself. I had to completely re-shower.
That's the grossest. When did that happen?
A couple weeks ago.
I would have never told anybody.
I know. Why did I just say that? That's so embarrassing. I used a floor towel. It was probably a dog towel.
Oh my God.
And Mac just left it on the floor and didn't pick it up. Why do I live with the boy? I don't want to.
No. Oh my gosh. One time we were like, I don't even know, house shopping for my house or something. And there was like a bunch of like pink and cute stuff, kind of like this couch and stuff. And Karina was like, I don't want to live with Mac. I want the cute stuff. I want my house to be like pink and cute.
Like I want to live with a boy. To look like this. He probably wouldn't even care. He literally doesn't care like about decorations or anything.
He walked in here today and goes, pink. We're like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my rare and shocking is more of like facts, and I wanted to do some wedding themed things since you're getting married this year.
Okay.
And so I found 10 surprising, we're going to call it 10 rare and shocking facts about wedding traditions.
Oh.
And I have heard some of these before, but some I haven't. And it's like, I think both of us kind of did non-traditional weddings. Mine was maybe a little bit more, but I didn't do like, I don't know. There's certain things I cut out of my wedding or I replaced, and then you're doing your little mini wedding. So, okay. Do you know why you wear your ring on that finger?
Oh, maybe because it's like leads to your heart.
Yeah, it was once thought that the vein in that finger led directly to the heart, but I don't know if that's like a fact.
Okay.
Brides wear white wedding dresses because, Queen Victoria.
Oh.
She started the white wedding dress trend in 1840, but before then they just wore their best dresses.
Okay.
Brides wore
Isn't it
like
supposed to be like you're pure?
yeah,
if you
I
wear
think
white?
now like that's more of the religious part of it. But I guess Queen Victoria was the one that started the white wedding dress trend.
Oh, well, do you know what year? No.
1840, I said. You need to listen to me.
I wasn't listening whatsoever.
Matching bridesmaids are a tradition that date back to the Roman times, Roman Empire.
Oh my God.
And people believed that evil spirits would attend the wedding in attempts to curse the bride and groom. So they were required to dress exactly like the bride in order to confuse the spirits.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wait, sorry, I just thought of something funny when you said that.
What?
Because I'm having everyone wear black to my wedding. And so we were like kind of talking about that at the gym.
Uh-huh.
And then I was saying, oh, Karina's officiating a wedding in April or whatever. And Barb at the gym said, she was like, oh, that's so cute. She's going to get up there and say, oh my gosh, no, I forget what it was.
Okay, that was the worst story I've ever heard. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You forgot?
Yeah.
You just told the whole story.
I forgot my whole story. If I think about it later,
Tell me when you remember. Oh my gosh. Okay. Going with the Greeks and the Romans, they also believed that veils protected from evil spirits. Ooh. So like a lot of this is like evil spirit stuff.
Interesting.
Okay, we'll skip that one. The cake comes from ancient Rome. Also, guests broke a loaf of bread over the bride's head for fertility.
Oh my gosh, she got crumbs all over.
We won't do all 10. Some of these are like boring. Okay.
I never
June
heard of the
weddings. June. I got married in June.
You did? What does it mean?
The Roman goddess Juno rules over marriage and childbirth, hence the popularity of June weddings.
Juno's my favorite movie.
I'm naming my kid Juno.
You have to now.
Honeymoons weren't always luxurious.
Oh.
Ancient Norse bridal couples went into hiding after the wedding, and a family member would bring them a cup of honey wine for 30 days or one moon, which is the term honeymoon.
Cute.
Do it. Hide in the room for 30 days and I'll bring you honey and wine.
Okay.
What's honey amazing. Wine? That sounds good.
Maybe, not maybe.
Remember?
Remember we had it at the farmer's market?
Honey wine?
Honey wine.
Oh, what is it called?
Honey wine.
No. It's called...
It has a name for sure.
Schult. What is it called? Okay, I don't remember what it's called.
Okay.
So that was my rare and shocking. Not really rare, not really shocking. More of just facts.
Rare and shocking facts.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you're kind of doing like a non-traditional... Are you going to do like traditional, like give this bride to the groom kind of thing?
Oh, probably not.
I read Talia before this, my script for the wedding I'm officiating for our best friends a couple weeks after Talia. And it's nerve-wracking to write them, but I think, what do you think about them?
I think they were great. I would like want to steal some stuff for ours because Drake's cousin's going to officiate our wedding. And like, he's great. He's going to be like, he's in a band and is the lead singer and stuff. So I think he's
going to sing the whole thing.
He's going to sing our whole wedding.
Imagine.
No. So he just asked us the other day too, like literally the day that you were going, he was like, do you guys have any ideas yet? And I was like, oh my goodness, I have to still look.
I separated them because this is what our family friend officiated us and she did this for us. I separated them yesterday and asked them like, how'd you meet? I asked both of them separately. So it was like to see what story, and their stories matched up, but it was like funny to hear it from both of them. And then, who said I love you first? 3 things that you love about that person. Not like 3 words, but like something they do or like just something that like you really love about them.
Yeah.
And then I asked what they're excited about for the future of their marriage. And their answers were super similar. It was really cute. But yeah, it was fun. And I'm going to put some of that stuff, or I put some of that stuff in there. And then,
are you going to tell them, or is it going to be a surprise to them?
So I read them like the things that I want to check with them. Like, how's the wording of this? How's the wording of this? But I didn't really tell them like the jokey things, and I didn't tell them the personal things. Okay. It was more of like, what do you want me to say in the beginning, the end, like the vow part? Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So we went over that stuff, and then they like said that they want the rest to be a surprise. And so I'll check with like multiple people to make sure it's okay.
Yeah. Do you think that you're going to cry?
I don't know. I feel fine like reading it and talking to them, but I think when I see them walk down the aisle and like see them like their emotions, it'll make me emotional.
I feel like when you see Hannah walk down, you'll cry.
Yeah, I think I
will.
But
then once you start talking, maybe you can like get it together.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to like I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm excited. I'm like so it's like so cool that they asked me to do
that's so fun. Oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna have to practice it so many times.
Yeah.
Before.
Oh. And they're not having like a wedding party, right? So it's like just you and them.
It's just me and them. So I'm like,
oh my gosh, your dress better be cute.
Yeah, I'll show you like dresses I was looking at, but she's doing more of like neutral colors, like light sage green, champagne. So I was like, I can wear like black or something and then change for the wedding, but I don't know. She said it's fine. I just don't want to like stand out in the middle of them and wear like a bright color, and then the photos are just like me in a bright color. Yeah. I kind of want to just like blend into the background.
Is the background going to be the beach?
No, it's not on the beach. It's like it's in Cabo, but it's like on a property.
Oh, cute.
It's really cool. I'll show you pictures.
You actually showed me.
I've already showed you everything. Okay. I have some hot topics.
Okay.
I just made this part.
I love it.
I was like on TikTok for maybe 3 hours today.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like just screenshotting things and like taking notes of things. That. Okay, Renee Rapp.
Never.
Okay. Who is she's the new Regina George on Mean Girls.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with her. Oh. Literally my whole TikTok is now her.
Oh my gosh.
She gives Villy. I cannot talk, you guys. Cut it out.
Billie Eilish.
Billy, please forgive me. She gives Billie Eilish vibes.
Oh,
she's
we
so
love
funny.
Billie Eilish.
She's so funny, and in her interview, she just like says whatever she wants.
Oh, I have to look at her.
And all the comments are like her PR team's crying. Like
because she just says whatever.
She says whatever. She's so funny, and she's such a good singer. Like she sounds similar to Billie Eilish, like the vibe. Oh. I keep saying vibe. That's super annoying. And anyway, she was Regina George on the Broadway Mean Girls.
Oh, okay.
There was like the Broadway Mean Girls. Yeah, so she was Regina George, and then they make in the movie, and then she's Regina George on that, which is a musical. Mean Girls.
Oh, okay.
I'm really excited. In the movie theater.
I want to see it.
But you have to. I'll show you some of her videos, and then you have to have her pop up on your For You page because she's so cute and funny, and I love her.
Oh my gosh.
There was one.
I thought I saw it stop. I just like flung my head over.
There was one interview, and she was like, "If your name is Billy and you own a bus company, I literally hate you." And he's like, "You're rude to my mom. You're rude to my friend." And the guy that like plays the boy in the Mean Girls, he's like in the background, like no. And she's like, "I hope your company burns to the ground."
Oh, that's like when Tana like went on that tour and was like, "I hate this lady," and then she got in trouble.
She just like went off on this guy, and she was like, "I hope your company burns to the ground." Okay, my next hot topic.
Yeah.
Have you seen on TikTok? Basically, these are just TikTok.
Okay, good.
Have you seen that like the clean girl aesthetic is out, and now it's like mob wife?
I've never seen mob wife.
It's like fur, like faux fur coat, and like a little bit darker makeup, and like gold.
Oh, okay.
So it's mob wife, and we're ready for it. Okay. I never was a clean girl, so
I know. I feel like we've tried to do like clean girl
slick back
makeup or like something, and I feel like that only works for like I don't want to say, but maybe like
pretty
girls.
Yeah,
like
blonde girls, pretty. We're not ugly, but I'm just saying.
Just saying it's not us.
Like Hannah's clean girl.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Just like natural and like.
Remember Mac was obsessed with natural.
Natural.
He couldn't stop about it.
Okay, next hot topic, Gypsy Rose. Now that she's been out, this is let me
Karina, she's a little
Let me grab my wine.
crazy.
Okay. Now I'm scared to like get canceled. Like if people
I don't care.
Her.
She's fine. I feel bad for what happened to her like in her childhood, and that was horrible. But she did
unalive.
She did murder her mom.
No, I was like excited for her to get out, and like it was like I watched all the documentaries and the show and everything, and like I totally think, I think she had to serve her time. I think she should have gone to jail because she did a crime. She committed a crime, but so did her mom. Anyway, it's not about her if she should have been in jail. It's about now that she got out, she's literally famous. And all these people are like freaking out about her, and like she's doing these interviews. She's saying unhinged things.
No, she's saying a little crazy stuff. She was like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't like. I'm not the one who did it. Or she's posting TikToks like, I miss my mom. I miss my mom. I'm like, what? Yes. She was like, I'm not the one who did it. He did it. So like, it's not me. I'm like, oh.
And then just like about her husband's D.
That was crazy.
And
getting the good.
I watched an interview, like someone was like, "Oh, do people like do girls message your husband?" And she's like, he's my," and I'm like, "Yeah, guys, don't mess with her."
I know.
Don't mess with that girl.
Getting all defensive. I was like, "Uh-oh."
It just seems, I hear it a little bit.
What is that?
I don't know. It just seems a little like
it's getting worse.
What is it? Okay, we're back. We found what the noise was. Sorry. It was the shower. Anyway, we were talking about Gypsy Rose. I don't know. It's a little too much. And like, she was literally verified on all social media accounts, like right when she got out.
But I think that's because people were like impersonating her and asking for money. Okay. Like people were like, send me money, blah, blah, blah. Like that's what she said, at least. Like people were asking for money on her behalf and like pretending to be her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I get
then
like,
she needs to be verified.
That she was verified.
Maybe, hopefully, she does good with this like fame, and maybe she'll do some kind of like Munchausen's by proxy, like I don't know, foundation. I don't know.
I know.
It just seems a little wild.
She's a little bit unhinged. I get it because she was basically a prisoner her whole life.
Yeah.
And then actually in prison. But people were saying like, oh, she, her whole life acted so innocent, and she like talks like a little girl, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I'm innocent. I just like didn't even do it. But it's like, how did you get a laptop? How did you know how to message people? How did you know how to do any of this stuff? Like,
I saw a TikTok today, and it was like, she's learned from the best manipulator. Like she learned from her mom, and she's gonna manipulate people. But I don't know. I mean,
hopefully
give her the benefit of the doubt. But I just feel like people are making it way more crazy than it should be.
Yeah.
And like, she was on a red carpet or something, and like all these people are interviewing, running up to her, like being so excited to meet her. It's like, what for? Like, why are you so excited to meet? She's not like a Taylor Swift or like an actress or something. It's like she literally just got out of prison.
Yeah.
And I think they're stuck on the show and documentary part of it, and that's why they feel like they like know her and it's like famous. But
yeah, she's gone a little.
There's multiple cases that people have been abused and do this, and then they go to jail, and you're not chasing after them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like, do you remember the Turpin case that was like in Paris?
Yes. Oh yeah, that girl.
Like those people, I feel like they should be like interviewed and famous, which that one girl is kind of. But like they were in a similar situation, not Munchausen's, but like they were basically prisoners their whole life to their parents.
Yeah.
And they got out of it, and they didn't murder their mom.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
It's a touchy subject, but I just feel like things have gotten a little out of control, especially on social media.
I'm glad she got out of that like situation. Like that she's not being abused by her mom anymore.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe she could have done it differently. I don't know.
I know. Okay, my last hot topic. I saw this video that if you like put pressure here, like under your collarbone and massage it like really hard,
You cry?
it makes you cry.
I tried it and I didn't cry.
I tried
but
it too.
I don't know how to cry. I don't cry.
No, we don't cry. I cry for it's not like I've never cried in 12 years. Like people say, I cry at things that are meant to be cried over, but I can't just like release
Have
and
a
like
release.
cry. Like that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, I tried it. I was like doing it and I was like
I was like, ow, ow.
no, I'm like, am I gonna get a bruise?
I was crying because it hurt me.
Oh my gosh. Do you think it works? Because I saw TikTok.
No, I literally tried it and it didn't work.
I know, but do you think it works for like other people?
I
saw TikTok and this girl was like doing it and she was like bawling.
Me too. That's what I saw. And I was like, I want to try that. And then I was like really trying to like focus.
Like meditate.
And I was like, nothing.
Got nothing. When was the last time you cried? I think we talked about this the other day. Just by yourselves.
Well, I did cry the other day. Not like a full cry, but we were like at a restaurant.
You cried at a restaurant?
No, I didn't fully cry.
You cried at the club?
I cried at the club. We were at a restaurant.
Okay.
And Mac was like, so where do you think we should bury Thor on the property?
No.
Thor is not dead, you guys. He was like, we need to start thinking about where we're going to bury Thor and like if we're going to get another dog for Honey. And I was like, stop. And he was like, Karina, we have to think about, and I was opening my eyes really big to not cry. And he was like, if you cry right now, because we were at a restaurant.
At this restaurant.
And my eyes were like.
But Mac is like on Christmas, he's like, this is Thor's last Christmas, everyone. And it's like, even if it is, just.
No, don't ever talk about it. He'll live forever.
It.
But he's like, I was like, he can pick, let him walk around the property and wherever he stops. And I was like, you're not just going to bury him. Like,
oh my gosh, is he?
I don't even want to think about it.
Well, I did see on TikTok yesterday,
Our
today.
whole life is TikTok.
So you're right. But I saw it's coyote mating season.
No. What does that mean?
Okay, bye.
Sorry.
No, it's not. She's wrong.
What does that mean?
Like you know exactly what it means, and I'm not going to describe it.
But why are you telling me it?
Because this is the time when they take dogs. They like lure them and stuff. So you have to be careful with the dogs being like out on the property.
Oh my gosh.
Because this is the time.
They'll take Honey. She's so slutty.
Oh my God. No, she like opens her leg.
She like marks. It's not peeing. She like squats down when we're walking around the property. She like squats down. I don't know what she's doing, but let me show you this video that Max sent me.
But
seriously. He sent it to.
They said this is the time that coyotes take your dogs. You know how they like try to make friends with them and stuff?
Yes.
And take them? So that's why I was telling you. I'm not just telling you about coyote mating season.
Well, I thought you were going to say that coyotes will dig up your dog. But Max said, and they will, if you like just bury them right under, then the coyotes will undo the grave. But Max said he would do it with the tractor. I'm like, I don't even want to think about this.
That's wild.
It's never going to happen. Anyway, please look at this video. Sorry if you're watching and you can't see the video. It is a bobcat walking across our property. Like,
oh my goodness.
And that's the road.
That's
Max
cute.
said it is cute. Max said it just walked past him.
I thought that was Honey.
Oh.
Honey girl.
Max said it just walked past him. He's seen there's a bobcat that lives at our property and it just will like stare at Mac from the bushes, but it won't ever get near. And it was just walking around.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it does always like watch him.
I don't want to live there.
No.
People also asked when I put on TikTok and Instagram like what's going on with our house.
Oh yeah.
Our permits all got approved and that took about a year, which it takes a long time to build a house. People are like, where is your house?
Every time you post, someone's like, is this your new house? I'm
like, we finally got our permits approved and so we start at the end of the month, at the end of January. But it's going to rain a lot this year, so I hope it doesn't like ruin the timeline. But our builder said probably about 9 months to build.
I'm so excited. When do you pick your like
I don't know. I think we have to have a meeting with him and I don't know.
Like if it's going to take 9 months, do you pick like soon or do you pick in 6
I know
months?
I was feeling like some things take a long time. Like I heard appliances take a long time. Yeah. Windows take a long time. So I'm like, I think we need to pick these things soon so we don't have to wait.
Oh my gosh. Do you get to pick your doors?
I think Mac put like on the quote like the basic cheapest doors and then we're going to change them later.
Oh, okay.
We had to like really cut down our price sheet for the, for the loan.
Yeah.
So we took out, guess what?
I don't know.
Mac had them take out painting. So him and whoever wants to help.
So what are the walls
going
to be?
I don't even know.
Like, honest. Are they just going to be drywall? Plain as day?
Let's go. I don't know.
Let's go
ask him.
Let's have Mac come in.
Well, I don't know what they're going to be. And I think like the outside too.
The outside of your house is going to be nothing?
Well,
it's going to be white.
It's going to be like the Hardy board. And then
that's the silliest name I've ever heard.
Super Hardy board.
It's going to be a Hardy board.
Gosh. And I was like, you don't know how to paint a house. And he's like, your dad used to own a painting company. I'm like, well, okay, that was 20 years ago.
But also he didn't paint the whole houses by himself. No. He had like a whole crew of people.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So wish me luck.
Okay, good luck.
Okay, those were all of my hot topics.
Wow.
I know. I feel like I've been talking a lot, but...
Okay, I could do a little story time. It's not my story. It's
a
Reddit
should I read
story.
my rap?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Remember When. Oh, well, I have a Remember When. I feel like I'm talking a lot.
It's fine. It's literally a podcast of you.
Well, I don't want to be like talking too much over you.
I'm okay.
Thank you. So, remember when someone reminded us of this the other day, our old neighbor and friend, when I burnt a cup of noodle in the microwave.
Shout out Vanessa.
She was my bestie. Thank you for reminding us of this. You're so cute. Your daughter's so cute.
Yes. She's literally the prettiest person. Vanessa.
Remember when you thought she was pregnant? She's not. I don't think. It wasn't a dream. It was just like
I just
a feeling. Okay, so she reminded us that I did burn a cup of noodle in 7th grade or 8th grade. I put the styrofoam cup of noodle with the noodles in it in the microwave. I forgot to put water, and I put it in for the whole time, whatever, 2.5, 3 minutes. And I saw some smoke, and I was like, whoopsie.
The whole thing
and I
was
took
on
it
fire.
out. The whole thing was on fire. The whole cup and noodles were black. There is a picture.
Yes.
Mommy has a picture. I'll see if I can find it and
whole
put it in.
House for literally months.
Weeks. Okay.
Okay, a month.
Chemical. We were dying.
Literally.
Basically, we got poisoned.
Wow. That was really
And I wasn't allowed
bad.
to use the microwave for a long time after that.
That's horrible.
I just wasn't thinking. I was like, and then put it in.
I
Your
mean,
brain
to be fair, you were like a kid.
I was a little girl.
But still very dumb.
Super dumb. I've done so many dumb things.
She should never cook.
I should never cook. The other day, I'm slicing some carrots. I literally said, I feel like a chef. I said that because I was slicing carrots so good. They were coming out perfect. And then my finger
slicing.
My finger went, and I just like froze, and I was like, and then I did find my finger there later in the slicer.
She got a chunk.
It was a chunk. When I first got my extensions, like before my wedding, I was cooking. I was making a video for Home Chef for TikTok. I leaned forward over the stove and burnt the end of my extensions.
I was just telling Kira about that the other day.
I should never be allowed in the kitchen.
Oh, one time when we lived in
that
apartment, let me tell you, I got this ring. One time when we lived in that first apartment,
what did I do? I burnt bacon?
No, you left toast in the toaster, and she put the toaster on like leave on option and left the house. And I was like, there's toast burning or like bread burning. And I walked out. This bread is like on fire.
I have no memory of that.
Nowhere to be seen. Yeah,
because
you were not there. I literally have to save it.
I don't care. I wasn't there. One time with the convection oven, I was making sourdough bread at our old house, sourdough toast. I love a good sourdough toast.
Best.
And I left the loaf on top of the convection oven, and it like melted the plastic. I got in trouble for that too.
Also,
when I'm hungry, I can't think. I'm just like, give me this food.
Even not hungry, she was trying to make kombucha. She like lived by herself in her little apartment. She was just making.
I was a single girl.
Homemade kombucha.
No, Mac and I are back together at that time.
Yeah, well, you live by yourself. And she had it in this like airtight glass jar and put it under her cabinet, like under her sink.
Had to be dark.
Yeah, it had to be in a dark place. So it sure was, and it exploded, a bomb.
In the middle of the night.
Because the glass exploded.
I was at my apartment, but Mac was there, and it literally sounded like someone threw a brick through my window. And I was like, what was that? And Mac wouldn't wake up. So I was like, what go back to bed. Didn't care. I go in the
glass
pantry the next day, and there's just glass everywhere and sticky kombucha. And I was like, oh. So that's what exploded.
That's so crazy.
And it said I like went back and was like, what did I do wrong? And you're supposed to like open it every day and like let the
pressure.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So then I stopped making kombucha.
It was like in the last stage. Why are you so dumb at cooking?
I just don't care.
Cool.
It's like carelessness. Like I don't like Mac is so like, well, no, he burnt his hand on steak the other day and like literally had a 10-degree burn.
The other day.
What? It was last month. 2 months ago.
10-degree burn.
It was a 10-degree burn.
Okay.
It was not even
the medical term.
It was not even a second degree. It was a 10
degree.
So. You just said I was a smart girl, and I'm like 10 degrees.
10 degree. I'm a teacher.
No, I don't know. Just get me out of the kitchen. Get me out. I don't want to be there. Give me food, and that's pretty much it.
Wow. You know, like what guys do? They try to like, you wash the dishes better than me. You do it, and it's called like
gaslighting.
Kind of, but it's called something else. And it's like, are you doing that? 'Cause, like pretending like, oh, I'm so bad at cooking.
No. I'm not pretending. I'm not pretending. Trust and love. I'm not pretending.
We should do a whole episode on what I just said. I forget what it's called though.
Gaslighting?
It's not gaslighting. It's
cook lighting?
Something worse. It's like they do something bad on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
So that you'll
like,
do it.
Gives
like,
the same vibe of like girls pretending they're dumb. Like when girls are like, oh my gosh, can you help me do this? It's like, okay, no, don't be dumb.
If I'm
dumb
being
people
real,
bug me so bad. It's like my worst pet peeve of life. Don't be dumb.
Yeah, some people just are. And then some people, they're pretending.
It's the pretending that's really annoying.
Yeah. But like when Drake is home, I will be like, oh, can you reach that for me? Or like, can you get this heavy box or something?
Heavy, yeah.
Then when he's not home, I'm like, I can do it myself. I'm like
I
doing
feel like
everything myself.
That's because you're just like, I want this to be done right now. And you're like, let's see if I can do it.
I could do anything. I like set up the whole Christmas tree. Like, and it was so tall. And I was like, I don't even need him. And then, but when he was home,
you're
like,
an independent woman.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Remember when? I have no memory of this.
Good. Is this a rap?
It's a B box.
Sorry, what? B box?
That's what I wrote. Reenie and Steph. I think it's, you know who Steph is, Stephanie. Reenie and Steph's B box.
Okay.
Instead of beat box.
Right.
I thought it was B box. So let's talk about being dumb.
You were probably in 7th grade.
Should I rap this?
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't even know what it says. Okay. Yo, my name is Jason. I like a lot of guys, but my favorite one is Mason. I met a little guy and his name is Ross. He uses a thong to floss. I went to the Panic at the Disco when I met a little boy. His name is Rico. He had a lot of beans and it made him fart, but he was such a sweetheart. Saw some June bugs on the wall. Just want to hit them so they fall. Went from 7th grade to 8th, and now we're at the top of the school. All the younger kids are thinking we're cool.
Okay, the ending was the only good part.
What? I love the whole
No, the whole thing was so good. I actually loved it. But like, if we're being real, the last line was really good.
Yeah, that is good.
Like the rest, I was really hoping like the guy's name would be Francisco or something.
Who's?
Let me go.
Oh, instead of Rico?
Yeah, instead of Rico. Can you read that line again?
Where's Rico? I went to the Panic at the Disco and I met a little boy and his name was
Francisco.
Rico. Okay, that would have been better.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of Rico.
Probably from Hannah Montana.
Rico. He uses a thong to floss. Anyway, that was I have no memory of this, but my handwriting pretty much the same.
Yeah.
As it was when I was in 7th grade, 8th grade.
You were all about writing.
I was about writing songs.
That's what I'm saying.
I have no musical abilities or interests at all. So I don't know where that came
I think
from.
that was good.
I think it was great. It was better than the one from last week.
Oh, Christine was saying you should have sang it.
I know. It turned into more of a poem.
Mm-hmm.
It was funnier when it was a song.
Maybe you can sing it one day.
Okay. I'll record it.
Yeah, you should.
I have to sneeze.
Oh no, not this. Anyone who follows her on TikTok probably knows she has like these sneezing attacks.
I have to drink the
She just had one the other day on TikTok. But she will sneeze like actually, how many times do you think?
20 plus.
Literally.
Okay, I think it's gone.
Over and over and over and over and over.
I don't know where it came from. Maybe that rap.
The
bee-box.
Oh my god, the bee-box really got you.
We should write a new bee-box. Actually, Mac thinks he's like really good at like writing songs and coming up with them.
Mac, like, if there's a song that's very popular, he'll make up the whole song. He does all of his own words. So I think he would be good at it. Maybe he's right.
Let me get comfortable.
Okay.
This couch is not very comfortable.
No. I think
the back is comfy, the butt is not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have like the same ones that I asked you about last week.
Oh, yeah.
Because I only read one last week.
Yeah.
So we can do like 2 or something. But I have refusing to pay for my boyfriend's food on his birthday.
We should do that because we just talked about the Venmo couples.
Okay.
Do that one first.
Okay. Here
Everyone take a sip.
Okay. Poke chicken.
When we were little, oh my God, I was literally just going to say poke
that.
chicken. Talia like wouldn't eat. I don't know. What was wrong with you?
She was really liked mac and cheese. Like
she was super picky. And so when we were all eating dinner, like all together as a family, we would all have to say poke a chicken. It wasn't even always chicken. But it was steak. It was pork, whatever.
I really don't like meat.
But we would say poke a chicken, and we would all have to put a piece of chicken on our fork and eat it at the same time, or else Talia wouldn't eat it. We would have to eat at the same exact time. Mm-hmm. The whole thing.
I don't know.
Poke a chicken.
It grossed me out, but poke a chicken, everybody. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is from Reddit. Am I the a-hole Reddit? Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go. Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's food on his birthday and getting him banned from the restaurant?
Banned.
So what do you think it's going to be?
Oof. Maybe they had bad service and she was like, I am not paying for that.
Okay.
Get your life together.
What? I went to prepare and I just inhaled my hair. I almost died.
Today I inhaled my greens. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you know when you open like a mixed packet? No, you open it and you're like, and you're like choking on it. Okay.
I fully did.
That happens to me every day.
Action.
I, 18 female, have been dating my boyfriend, John, 20 male, for a little under a year. We have a pretty toxic-free relationship, but there's quite a bit of tension when it comes to me being a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian since I was 11, and I have very strict morals around it. You already know?
No.
Okay. The one thing John has a problem with is me refusing to spend money on meat.
Oh.
Ever since I started making my own money, I swore to myself that I would never spend a cent on meat. On our dates, we usually split the bill, and sometimes he pays for all of it. I told him if he orders something meat-free, I'd happily pay for both of us, but he never does. When he pays for my food, it's when I've spent money on the activity. Normally concerts, festivals, etc., me paying $120 on tickets and him spending maybe $50 on food. I don't know why she had to include that. His birthday was a few days ago, and we went out for a dinner at his favorite fancy restaurant. He got the most expensive steak they had, along with the side salad and a bottle of wine. When we finished our food, I asked the waiter to split the bill, and John looked at me shocked. He asked if I was joking, and I said no. Then he told me that he thought I was going to pay since it was his birthday, and he didn't budget for this meal. I asked why he thought I would pay since I've been very clear about my rule, but he couldn't give me a reason, and other than it being his birthday. I told him I'd pay for the wine and the salad, but he needed to pay for the steak. He was furious with me and stormed off to the bathroom. I paid for my meal, the wine, and the salad, and waited for him to come back. He didn't. After I waited 20 minutes by myself, I left. I found him sitting on a bench near where we parked the car. I asked him why he left and reminded him he needed to pay. He looked shocked when I said that, and he asked me if I didn't pay. I told him I'd paid for everything except for the meat, and he lost it. He started yelling at me, telling me I was selfish, that I needed to grow up. I stayed calm, and I told him he needed to go back in and pay. He scoffed and walked away. I ended up driving home without him. He's now saying it's my fault that he can't show his face in his favorite restaurant since he dined and ditched. It's a pretty small restaurant, so he'd 100% be recognized and kicked out. So, am I the a-hole?
They need to break up immediately.
Reminder.
What the F?
They're 18 and 20.
Yeah, they need to break up.
Yeah.
That's the start of the problems that they're going to have.
Yes.
First, that is wild that's fine for a rule, like if you're very uncomfortable with the meat thing, but it's his birthday dinner and you took him to a birthday dinner.
Yes.
So yeah, that's an a-hole thing. He's also an a-hole because they're splitting a bunch of things. Like the birthday thing she should pay for if she's taking him out. But every meal they're splitting and like dividing up between who ate what and who did what.
But she's 18 years old. So
okay, 18. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I guess
what do you think? Do you think she's the a-hole because she set a clear boundary saying, I'm not paying for meat? And he was like, what? I thought you were going to pay.
Then when he ordered, she should have been like, hey, I don't feel comfortable paying for that.
But she's told him a million times.
No, it's still freaking weird.
You think?
Yes.
What did she say? She had like put an edit.
And also if they both just left, he needs to go pay for that.
No, he needs to go back and pay. He
That's
can't be
so
like,
rude.
You got me kicked out. Okay,
and it was probably so expensive.
Yeah. I mean, at least she paid for the wine and the like salad.
She's drinking wine?
I think they're from a different country. Because the way they spelled favorite. I think they're from Europe or something. So I think she could probably
cheers to you.
Cheers. She put an edit to the people commenting about me not treating him on his birthday. Yes, I did. I even dipped into my savings for his birthday present. I did not take him out for dinner. He was the one that suggested it.
Okay. Ooh.
Because a lot of people were saying the same thing. Like, if you were taking him out.
I don't know if she's an a-hole, but I know they need to break up.
Yeah.
I don't think they get along.
Okay, I think not the a-hole. Because I think she set this boundary since the very beginning. And he's just like, oh, you're going to pay for my birthday dinner. It's like, why? You can't.
No, totally.
Like, you can pay for your own dinner if you want to get something that I'm not comfortable buying.
They had a whole, that's just embarrassing for like being at a restaurant. It's like, okay, just pay. And then when you go back home, be like, you need to pay me back for that. And that was not cool because I've told you a million times that I'm not paying for meat, and send me a little Venmo for that meat.
I don't really like that he expected her to pay.
I don't like any part of that. Yeah, and he's like stormed off to the bathroom. What a little baby bag.
And he never came back.
No. And he went outside and pouted. Break up.
He left
break
her
up with him
there by herself for 20 minutes. And before she was like, okay, I guess I'm paying for the rest. The top comment says, ignoring the vegetarian stuff, who the F orders the most expensive steak possible and then expects their partner to pay for them without checking prior. And then storming off to the bathroom and expecting that to pressure you into paying for it. OP, I hope you can see all the huge red flags here.
Yeah, I think the whole situation's, I don't think I changed my mind. She's not an a-hole, but I think they need to break up. That's like, that is so weird.
A lot of people are saying, honestly, everyone sucks, which is like an option instead of like a-hole, not the a-hole.
Yeah, everyone
sucks. You both sound obnoxious.
No, it sounds super weird. And imagine being that waitress, like, hey, can you take the meat off the bill, put it on a separate bill.
That is weird because if it probably came together like
with the salad.
The meat and the salad, it's like just the meat.
So imagine being like, will you split this up, and then them paying for one and then leaving? Like, no.
Actually, you didn't pay.
A criminal.
Yeah. Some people are like, not the a-hole for refusing to pay.
Yeah.
But like
the situation.
Yeah. And then someone said, you're the a-hole for letting yourself stay with someone who acts like this and treats you poorly.
And also, like, when he was ordering, she should have been, she has said it before, but like
she could have said,
why are you ordering that?
Or like,
I'm not paying.
Yeah. Like, that's on you.
Or don't take him out. Don't go to a restaurant that you know he's going to order meat.
Especially like a whole steak. I mean,
if you're a vegetarian for that reason, for like the animal cruelty part, don't be with someone who eats meat.
Yeah, I think in that situation, if she's that strict about it, where it's like, I'll pay for him, but only if, like, because if they did stay together and they say they like get married and everything, like this is going to be, are you only going to feed your kids vegetarian? Is he going to feed
that's
the kids
going to be
meat?
a problem forever.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about my student who's vegan, but she's
so
taking
cute.
a break. She's so funny. She literally talks about it every day. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Someone said, I won't even give you an answer because clearly this is a relationship that won't have a future.
Yeah, I feel bad for her, but also it's like, come on. If you had to write this whole thing out, you should have been like, whoa, let me like not.
Yeah, if you're this far into this, like it's not going to work. This is not. And they're 18 and 20, so it's like, it's fine. They're not going to be together anyway.
When I was 18, what was I doing? I was working at Gold's Gym.
You're with Matt.
In college. And I mean, we like paid for, I don't know. I'm just thinking of like, we would go to nice date. No, I feel like we would go to like a nice place in Old Town or whatever, or like, but not all the, I don't know. We would go to sushi. Yeah. But not like.
But it was never like, if Mac had said, oh, I can't pay for this one or whatever, you wouldn't have been like, well, I'm leaving then, or like vice versa.
That's so rude.
You would just be like, okay.
That's some bad jujus, and they should go back and pay. Yeah. What's the next one?
Okay, so either am I the a-hole for kicking out one of my bridesmaids?
Oof.
Or going on vacation without my husband?
Let's do the bridesmaid because we're talking about wedding things.
Okay.
And remember, the bridesmaid is supposed to be like against evil things. So let's see.
Well, here we go. Okay. Little slurp over there. Okay. Go. Okay. Am I the a-hole for kicking out one of my bridesmaids for showing up in the wrong dress?
Ooh, I turned my microphone.
Okay, 1 second in. Okay, so what do you think it's going to be?
Okay, I think this is going to be like someone that she asked to be her bridesmaid just because.
Okay.
And then they weren't listening to any group texts, weren't doing anything, and they like showed up in the wrong dress, and she was like, you cannot walk out there.
Okay.
Like, sit down.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you every time just in case what if you're right one day. Not today. Okay.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Okay, here we go. My 23 female wedding was back on Saturday, December 31st. I'm still getting backlash from this, so I want to know if I was the a-hole. Okay. In the country I live in, it's currently winter, and we get a fair amount of snow, so my wedding was winter themed. The color theme for the wedding was forest green and gold. My dress was obviously white, and I chose the color of my bridesmaids' dresses to be forest green, and my maid of honor's dress was going to be black. Everyone else was to wear gold accessories. I have this friend, we'll call her Kat, that I asked to be one of my bridesmaids. When we went dress shopping, I told them the color was going to be green and gold. Kat immediately expressed that she thought forest green was a bad choice. She said that she thinks it's not flattering color for her. And I thought I should choose. I'm so sorry. She shot.
Take a sip. Take a little sip.
Okay. Do I need to start over or not?
No.
Okay.
And she thought.
Okay. She said she thinks this is not a flattering color and thought I should choose something different and more girly. I said no because my wedding was winter themed and I thought the color would go perfect with the theme. She suggested that a pink, blue, or even red dress would look better. I said no, but thanks for your opinion. She found out my maid of honor's dress was black and asked if she can wear black too. I said no, only my maid of honor is wearing black. I paid for all of the dresses. Fast forward to the wedding day, everyone's getting their hair and makeup done, and Kat shows up 30 minutes late holding a bag that looked like it had a dress inside. I asked her what this was for, and she told me later it was for the reception if she got uncomfortable and wanted to change after pictures. And I said, okay. So fast forward, we were all dressed up and walking down the stairs because the ceremony was beginning in 30 minutes. We were going to go take some pictures, and Kat was the last person to come down. She is wearing a black dress. At the time, I was preoccupied taking pictures with my parents, but my maid of honor came over and made me aware of the situation. I confronted Kat and asked her what was going on. She said she hates her bridesmaid's dress and the color is ugly and makes her look gross, so she's wearing black. I told her, please go back and change. She refused and started walking away from me and said, I'm going to ask her one more time. If she doesn't oblige, I'm calling security and kicking her out. She began yelling at me to F off, so I called security and asked them to please escort her out. She started making a big scene and yelling about how much of a bee I am and that I can't force her to wear anything and I'm a horrible, inconsiderate friend. The wedding went on, and it was truly amazing. Ever since the wedding, Kat has been blowing up my phone with texts saying really nasty things and asking for the money back that she spent on the black dress, since it was a waste and she didn't get to wear it. I had to block her number, and some of the other bridesmaids have been talking to me, saying that it was a little harsh to kick her out and embarrass her like that, and that maybe I should give her the money back. Am I the a-hole for kicking her out?
No. Is that a real story, do you think?
Honestly, I never know, but...
Well, whatever. Anyway, no. Goodbye, good riddance. You are not my friend anymore.
No.
You're trying to ruin someone's wedding.
Literally. If you agree to be a bridesmaid, then you're going to do whatever the bride says. And you're going to wear...
Yeah, whatever.
Half the bridesmaids' dresses are ugly anyway. If you don't get to pick your own dress, it's probably not going to be something you love. But too bad.
It's not your wedding. You pick your dress on your wedding.
Yeah, exactly. And
she probably was ugly.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, if you don't look good in
you're saying
this color, then
this makes me look horrendous. It's like, then you're ugly.
Okay, and then yelling at her to F off. Yeah, bye. Get out of my wedding then.
That's wild that she brought her own dress and put it on and thought she was going to walk in that wedding.
And walked out while she was taking pictures with her mom, just try to walk out do-do-do.
And then thinking she was going to pay for that dress for her.
That's crazy.
No way, Jose.
She already paid for the green dress that she thought was hideous or whatever.
I think forest green is cute for a wedding. I mean, for a winter wedding. That's super cute. Yeah.
So, I mean, the friends that are saying that the bride is the a-hole.
I wonder how close of friends they were. I would never to one of my best friends be like, I'm not wearing this color. I would never.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the top comment, but people are just
saying, no.
Not the a-hole. This is your wedding. If she didn't want to wear the color that you chose, she could have easily and politely backed out and said it.
Yeah.
She would love to attend as a guest, but wasn't comfortable wearing that color. You paid for her dress.
Totally.
For her not to wear it. And now she's asking for the money for the black dress.
Maybe while they were trying on dresses, she could have been like, oh, this color, this isn't my favorite color on my skin tone or whatever. Yeah. And see what the bride says, oh, should we switch it? But if she doesn't, then shut up.
Then that's what you're wearing.
You don't talk again about it.
And you don't sneak out in the black dress when only her maid of honor is wearing black.
Why wouldn't she just wear it and then change, like she said, during the reception?
And I don't know. I feel like the fact that the maid of honor is wearing black too makes it worse because it's oh, are you trying to be? Yeah. She heard the maid of honor is wearing black and she's like, I want to wear black.
No, she's not a real friend. But that sucks that it had to be too bad it wasn't before the wedding and they could hash that out before. But it was on her wedding day and now that's a memory during her wedding.
Yeah. At least she said the wedding was good besides that.
Oh, that's sad.
You 30 minutes before.
Your friend is the one ruining your wedding. No, get out of here. You're not a friend.
People are saying I've been in a couple weddings that I didn't care for one of the dresses I was asked to wear, but it was her wedding, not mine. I wanted to support her on that day, so I wore it with pride for her.
Totally.
It doesn't matter. It's literally not your wedding.
If your friend asks you okay, what do you think of this color? Do you think it would be weird? Then you can say. But if nobody asks you and if nobody,
then bye, you're wearing this.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's sad. I hope she really did have a good wedding. And well, now her friends are bugging her. No, nobody's my friend. Bye, 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 bye.
Someone said anyone who sides with her needs to be cut off as well. Yeah. She wanted to be a bridesmaid. She had to follow the theme. You paid for the dress she was going to wear. You don't owe her anything.
It's okay to say no to be someone's bridesmaid if you don't think that you're going to be their lifelong friend.
Yeah. Or if this happened and that was green was an absolute deal breaker. Okay, sorry, I don't feel comfortable wearing this color. I can't. Maybe if she had said that, I cannot be in this wedding if I am going to wear this
Imagine
color.
like not liking a dress so much that you
Ruin your friend's wedding. That's insane.
I wonder what the dress looked like.
maybe
I
if
wish
she
you
had,
could
like,
post pictures.
Tried to get out of the wedding before, maybe the friend would have changed it, but she didn't have to. It's her wedding.
I want to see pictures.
I know some people do post like,
really
pictures and stuff in the comments, and like
Ooh.
a lot of people like post like corroborating their story kind of thing, like post pictures or post like evidence of what happened.
Because people are probably like, there's no way this is real, like to some of the stories. I don't know.
Yeah, some pages even like make you like show proof of it being real.
Proof
some
of
don't,
income.
but some people ask for proof of income. So in that case, give it to them.
Upload your ID, upload your Edison bill.
2 bills and your social.
Oh my gosh. Well, anything else that we want to chit-chat about? I'm in a group text right now about...
Karina's been in so many group texts because she's in so many weddings.
Just blowing.
So...
like, I have a group text of your batch, a group text of Hannah's batch. My work group text.
Even just like me, you, and mommy. Like,
yes.
All the things.
Max family, we're like, oh, let's get together. Like, I'm in so many group texts, and it's just, you like, when you're in a group text, everyone kind of starts writing, like, having a conversation at the same time. So my phone's just.
Oh my gosh. And if you miss, like, one conversation, it's like, I'm not replying. I can't. I
know, that's hard. Like, sometimes when I'm at work, I'm like, look later, and I'm like, I don't even want to read these.
Oh, and you don't even have your Apple Watch anymore.
Oh my God, it's Apple Watches.
Okay, you shattered yours.
Well, I just can't believe it's the same price to fix it as it is buy a new one. I'm against. I don't want to do it.
Karina shattered her Apple Watch and now is against Apple Watches.
But I have my Oura ring, so that's how I try.
Everyone's asking you to make a video and you haven't.
I know I need to.
Okay. Well,
I feel like I've had it for long enough that I could do a little review.
Yeah. Does it track your sleep good?
Yes. I didn't get a good sleep score last night. We went to bed kind of late, but
mine would be horrible. My sleep score would be.
Why?
I literally wake up every hour.
For what?
For no reason. I don't like open my eyes. I try to like keep my eyes closed. Because if I like check my phone or like get up or drink water or something, and then I'm awake for an hour.
If I go pee in the middle of the night, which is like I never do, but if I have tea or something before bed or like soup.
You like keep your eyes closed when you pee?
I keep my eyes closed and then I just go back to bed and I literally can just keep my same dream. Like it's the same.
Yeah, I keep my eyes closed too. And I don't turn the lights on. I'm just like
I usually sleep really good. If Thor's like licking his paw.
Worst.
Like oh my gosh, it's so annoying. But I can fall asleep really fast.
I wake up every literal hour.
I don't know. It's just the days I get a bad sleep score is when I work out at night.
Oh yeah.
Go to bed a little later. Like I go to bed at like 9:30, but like work out at night, have to eat, shower, go to bed.
That's hard.
And then I in the morning go to the gym.
Yeah, because she does like the 6:30 class where you'll get home at like 8, and then she goes to the 5 a.m. class, and that's just crazy.
Yeah, so those days, it's not like a horrible sleep score, but those days my sleep isn't as good because I don't, like it says like my recovery index is not like, like I'm not fully recovered, but whatever.
The camera died.
The camera died. And are we still on? Okay. We need to
this thing on?
We need to go home.
Okay. Basically, thank you for tuning in to Sister Talk.
Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and TikTok. It helps us out if you actually subscribe, like whatever.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
We posted it on our real Instagrams for the first time. I was very scared.
People were like, what is this? What is this? Did you make a podcast? We're like, we already have 4 episodes. Yeah. So yes. So if you're our friend, shout out, we love you. Yay. And please don't make fun of us. Okay?
Please.
Don't be rude.
We're already embarrassed.
Don't put your wine down. We have to cheers.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Happy Thursday. Happy day. Happy whatever day you're listening to this. And come back for episode 6.
Yay!
Cheers. See you later.
It's bad luck to cheers.
Oh,
and not drink.